Hello guys, I decided to record this video explaining how to use reported speech because some of you had some doubts and were not sure about the homework. So I will give you here some examples about the rules of the use of reported speech. Okay, well, you have here some examples and how sentences are going to be changed when using reported speech. And you have, for example, simple present sentence or a phrase that is told in simple present. For example, I work at Canada is going to be reported into simple past. For example, I work at Canada, when somebody else reported this phrase, is going to say she mentioned that she worked at Canada. Okay? In reported speech, this word that is optional. So sometimes you're going to find it, sometimes you're not going to find it. Okay? So it's the same to say she mentioned she worked at Canada or she mentioned that she worked at Canada. That word is optional, okay? Well, for present continuous tense, is going to be reported into past continuous tense. So if someone says, I'm studying English, when the person reports to another person what this person said, is going to say, well, she told us she was studying English, okay? So present is going to be changed into past, okay? Past continuous, well, is not going to change sometimes, and sometimes it will. So, for example, if somebody says, I was drawing when my brother arrived, well, this sentence can be reported as she said she was drawing when her brother arrived, or she said she had been drawing when her brother arrived. Okay? This tense can be reported in both the same tense, past continuous, or past perfect continuous. Okay? So, for example, a sentence in present perfect is going to be reported into past perfect. Okay? I've been there twice, says a person. She said, this person said, she said, she had been there twice. Okay? So this have is going to be changed to had. Okay? The rest remain the same. Okay? A sentence in present perfect continuous is going to be reported into past perfect continuous. She has been working out very hard. Okay? Maria said, Julia, so this is Julia. Maria said Julia had been working out very hard. Okay? So, a sentence in past perfect continuous is not going to change either. Okay? So, for example, if somebody says, before the quarantine started, I had been running at the park. So it's going to be reported, she said that before the quarantine started, she had been running at the park. So if you notice, there's no change, okay? Had been running. There's not going to be any change, okay? There are some other words that we call modals that, well, they are going to change like this. Will is going to change to would. Can to could. Should is not going to change. May is going to change to might, okay? So the examples are, I will go to the doctor. She told me she will go to the doctor. I can help you. She said she could help me. You should visit your mom. She advised I should visit my mom. So these are not going to change. Okay? May is going to change to might. Nick may exercise. The doctor said that Nick might exercise. Okay? And there are some other models that are going to remain the same. For example, if you have ought to, is not going to change when reported. Is going to be also with ought to. Might is not going to change either. It's going to be reported also with might. Had better with had better, and would with would. Okay. Okay. Another change that the sentences will have when reporting are going to be the pronouns or the possessive adjectives. Okay. So for example, if I say, I'll go with my brother to our house, here you have two possessives and the personal pronoun I, right? So when somebody else reports this, is going to say, she said she will go with her brother to their house. Okay, so this I, as it's not the same person who is talking here, it's going to be to change to she or he. It's going to depend who is talking. With my brother, my is going to change to her in this case because it's a woman. And to our house is going to change to their house. Okay. Another example is, this is my sister's boyfriend. This sentence is going to be reported. She said that was her sister's boyfriend. Okay. Another thing to check when reporting is going to be the time expressions. For example, if somebody says, I'll be at home tomorrow. Okay, this sentence is going to be reported. She said she will be at home the next day. The time expressions are going to change because when the sentence are reported, they are happening at some point in the future. We don't know how far is that future from when the sentence was first said. So, for example, let's say that last Thursday the person said this, I'll be at home tomorrow. Well, he said it or she said it on Thursday. So when somebody else reports it, it's going to be the next day at this point of time. Okay? That's why it does not make sense if it is reported with the same word, tomorrow. If we report it like this, it's not going to make sense because that already happened. So that's why these expressions are going to change. Here you can say, for example, the next day or the following day. Okay? To express tomorrow. Okay? And for expressing yesterday, for example, I went yesterday, he mentioned he had gone the day before. Okay? Another expression can be, I played with my friends last week. He said he had played with his friends the week before. Okay? I'll go now. It's another time expression. She said she will go in that moment. When was it? I don't know. Somewhere in the past. Okay? Okay. For the places happens something similar. Okay? For example, the expressions there, here are going to refer to places. So I'll see you there. She said she will see me at that place. Okay? Okay. Another important part of reporting are going to be the questions. We're going to have two kinds of questions. Yes, no questions and open questions, okay? So for yes, no questions, in all of them, we're going to find if, okay? So, are you okay? Is going to be reported. She asked if I was okay, okay? Well, as we mentioned before, present is going to be reported in past. The same happens with the questions. If you have a question in present, this is going to be reported in past. And the tenses are going to change the same, okay? Do you want to come? She asked if I wanted to come. Notice that all these are yes, no questions. Do you want to come? Yes, I do. Did you like it? Yes, I do. Have you ever been to Canada? No, I haven't. Okay? So these are simple questions. Yes, no questions. And yes, no questions are going to be reported with if. Okay? If they are open questions, they are going to be reported differently. Okay? What do you want? He wanted to know what I wanted. Okay? This question is in present. Remember that present is reported in past. Okay? Where did you buy your shoes? Sorry, here. Your shoes. Where did you buy your shoes? Okay? He asked where I had bought my shoes. Remember that? Past, this is past tense, is going to be reported into past perfect. Okay? When will you finish? She wanted to know when I would finish. Okay? Well, the other part of reported is to report requests or orders. Okay? In this case, these requests you have here are orders. Okay? Be quiet. He ordered us to be quiet. Do your homework. He ordered us to do our homework. Don't be late. My mother asked us not to be late. Okay? Don't go out. The police told us not to go out. Okay? These are orders. But if we have polite requests, they are going to be similar. Okay? They are requests also. So they are going to be reported similar to these ones, to the orders. Okay? Can you help me? He asked me to help him. Okay? Could you stay? He wanted me to stay. Would you please open the door for me? He asked me to open the door. Okay? Well, I hope with these explanations you have better idea of what reported speech is, and I hope it's useful for you.